This episode of the Jig Is Up podcast is brought to you in part by K-Cuts. A barbershop is definitely a cut above the rest. So if you're in the San Diego area and you need a professional barber to take care of you, then look no further. Hit up the website www.kcutsbarbershop.com. That's KCUTZ barbershop.com and call the number 619-582-5889 to make an appointment. So let them know that the Jig Is Up crew sent you there to get $5 off your first haircut. Now, Shawty, drop that beat one time.
SoundCloud music.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the place where nothing is safe. This is the Jig Is Up podcast, and this is episode number 10.
Whoa. Okay.
A little milestone episode.
Yeah, number 10. All right.
Yeah, man. I'm your host. Yo, it's Marco.
It's your boy M Easy.
It's Zach.
And we got a special guest. An official guest.
What's up? My name's Jason. Other people call me the Jankiest. We got a little website, AsWeProceedSD.com. We out here.
You're being all modest and shit. Well, let people know, man, what you really do for the community.
I keep it G with these dudes out here trying to do this music and try to have this little facade on the internet, and I kind of try to remind them that they don't be outside like that, and they ain't really built like that.
So you calling out internet pump and
I don't do it enough.
Now you don't do that.
I don't do it enough.
You don't do it enough.
Enough.
Man, we need more. We need to clean this up.
Man, I don't know how we can clean it up, man. We gotta try to get these dudes to line it up.
That's a good one.
My goodness.
They might be confused right now. Can we get one of them Scooby Doos over there? They might be confused when you say line it up.
Man.
But you know what though? The way I feel you come at people, it's more for a solution. I think when people come at you, think it's always on the negative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But honestly, he just really gives them jewels. But it's more straight and direct. He's not gonna coddle any grown men.
No.
Especially rappers.
Yeah.
Live and direct.
He has a daughter. He doesn't need more kids.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. He gives it straight and direct. Maybe they figure it out right then and there. Maybe they figure it out 6 months from now.
Yep.
But the whole thing is like how they are on the internet is different how they are in person.
Yeah, I feel you on
You know
that.
what I mean?
So, you know what I'm saying? Like what we usually do, we ain't going to forget about our audience. We know we do our little warm-up. So let's get into that, and we're going to get more into what the Jankiest have to say on his mind, because this brother right here, I'm telling you, straight up, no chaser, no filter. He's going to give you live and direct, and hopefully this will get him sparked to do his own podcast. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yup.
So, yeah,
Oh,
Zach,
snap.
you got to warm up. What's good, man?
Yeah, you know me. It wouldn't be me if I didn't talk sports. So I'm just going to make it real brief, real
Already?
straight to the point.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so in the beginning of the week, we had the men's national championship and we had the women's national championship. So I just want to give a shout out to Villanova Wildcats for beating the UNC Tar Heels. This is their first championship since 1985. So it's been a long time.
Bruh.
So shout out to them. Shout out to my aunt who literally lives right down the street from Villanova. So go Nova Nation. Next, the UConn women. I know a lot of motherfuckers don't want to hear about women's basketball. It's boring, whatever. But if you're a casual fan, you can always follow UConn. They've won over 70-plus games in a row. This is their fourth national championship in a row. The coach, Gino Ariema, has 11 national championships.
Damn.
11.
Dominance right there.
You know what I'm saying? So, I know a lot of people have been giving the UConn women girls a lot of grief in the women's game, saying, oh, they're loaded, they're, too good, you know what I mean? If that's your mentality, then you might as well just hang it up right now.
Right.
If you want to beat a beast, you want to be a giant, you got to have a mentality like a dog. You got to be in there trying to knock heads off. If you're in there just like, well, they recruit better, they get better players, then, man, that's just an excuse. So UConn keep doing what you're doing. I admire the greatness, and, let's keep it pushing.
Already coming in with that defeated mentality.
Hey, before,
right?
I don't know if you're going to leave basketball, but I didn't even watch any of that. But all I heard about was Baby with the big old basketball booty. some kind of coach.
Oh yes.
Some
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
coach. That's
What-
all I heard
what-
about. Tell me about that.
Okay.
What's her at?
Okay.
What's her at?
I don't. What's her first name? I know her last name is Lister,
The lister. She has a
and
twin.
she has a twin.
I heard that part too.
Ooh.
I
Now,
didn't
now, if
divulge
you
too
want
much.
all the info, I don't have it on deck, but go to ballislife.com.
Sounds
and,
about right.
And they'll
Man,
I
they'll
saw-
let you know
Bro,
everything.
I reposted that from the Black Adam Schefter Facebook page, and I
I
reposted
shared it.
And like niggas was sharing, niggas was like getting information, like niggas was being a
Yeah.
mole for me to get that information. I didn't, pull it all up. But
Hey,
man,
we can all come together. We can't come together for the Black Lives Matter, but we come
We come-
together when you see that ass, huh?
Figure who asked that is.
Niggas
Everybody
like
was-
ass life matters.
You know, like yeah, each one teach one on that
Ass
one.
is life.
Yeah.
ass is life.
Ass is
Hash-
life.
This is a new hashtag. Ass is life. All right. So it means you still got some. more warm-up,
Yeah,
right?
just
Yeah,
real
my
quick,
bad.
My bad.
I went. Nah, it's all good.
Nah.
So I talked about college now just recently, in the beginning of the week. Hall of Fame inductees.
Mm-hmm.
Big Shaq Diesel.
Yeah.
He doesn't need any introduction.
At
You know what I
all.
mean?
Yeah.
4 championships, league MVP, finals MVP. Dude owns like hundreds of Five Guy burgers.
How many
Owns a
records-
gang of car washes. Anything. He does it all. He's getting
don't
money.
forget- don't forget
And
the
he's one of the
music
most dominant forces that ever played in the NBA.
One of the best rapping / basketball players that ever.
And let's
done it.
not forget Shaq
Twizzle.
Fu.
Shaq
Let's not
Fu.
forget Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu. Still.
And didn't you say? Did you mention he's a sheriff or something like that?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a sheriff
yeah.
too.
something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Honorary. I don't
Yep.
know.
He's a sheriff. He do it all. You know.
So free throw lines and Kazam couldn't stop this man from succeeding. So fuck all the little failures that you have in your life. It's gonna happen on the road to success. Shaq didn't let that shit stop him, and look at him now. That's all I'm saying.
And he got snitched on.
Ooh.
Kobe.
Kobe? Kobe beef?
And now my personal favorite, Allen Iverson.
AI.
Newport News, Virginia's finest. The answer. You know what I mean? It's been a long time coming because I know the NBA blackballed that dude later in his career. But, I mean, the stats don't lie, man. 11-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, League MVP in 2001, NBA All-Star MVP twice, averaged 26 points a game. And the crazy thing is when he got inducted, an interviewer asked him, like, oh, wasn't your coach always hard on his point guards? Allen just answers, I wasn't a point guard. I was a killer.
Right.
I was a 2-guard.
Right.
And when he went out on the court, he gave it everything he had. No friends, no nothing. He was out there trying to kill everyone. So respect
Injuries
to that
and
man.
all. Injuries and
Injuries and all.
Yeah.
Injuries all. Oh, and Yao Ming made the All-Star game. But I'm going to leave that alone.
all. I love Steph Curry, but he ain't been touched like Allen Iverson been touched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But also, I just want to say, Allen
True story.
Iverson also made a league rule because of him just being himself.
Mhm.
The Allen
Right, he
Iverson
made
rule.
2 rules.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Show up. He showed up, and now niggas want to show up in suits. They have to now because of
Yeah.
Allen Iverson.
Well, since Allen Iverson, a lot of them showing up in leggings.
Mm.
Ooh,
Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
James Harden?
ooh.
Kevin Durant?
I miss the Allen Iverson days when he just came out calling people faggots. I'm sorry, no homophobes, but and just really just like he represented what the streets were, the street ball was,
Yeah, exactly.
you calling them fouls, he gonna call you pussy. He came out with them tattoos. When I went to high school, if you had them tattoos and you had braids, you just basically fell into it. But that's another story.
Right.
And then I liked how he even showed up to the Hall of Fame induction wearing jeans, t-shirt,
He's being him
and
all the way.
a do-rag, and a fitted cap too.
Went out, he
Still
went out how
rocking
he
that
came
shit.
in.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
man,
still
that's
rocking that
real
shit.
nigga right there. And when I mean real nigga, not like no killer, no goon or anything, just a nigga just being himself.
Himself.
Yeah.
Cause I always say if you're not being yourself, the jig is up. So
True
That's
life.
the real definition of real, man.
Yeah.
any more?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
good?
Mark, it's on you, bro.
Him easy.
Shit, my warm up is your warm up.
Okay, let's go. Let's bounce it off each other. Let's do this. Let's go.
Nah. I came across these little articles and videos about sports conspiracies and all that. After pretty much looking at the same stuff, the Hall of Fame inductees and all that, came across. All right, check this out. What if Michael Jordan's flu game was really his hangover game? It was just a hangover instead of him having the flu. Yeah, like that's an argument right now going on.
You know what's crazy though? Because remember, Nessa was talking about the book she read about Michael Jordan's trainer. He wrote a book.
Yeah.
And actually, in that book, he talks about the flu game.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in Utah. They were playing cards late at night because everyone
got a
knows
pizza?
MJ is a degenerate gambler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they were in there playing cards real late. MJ was hungry. He ordered a pizza.
Yeah.
So no one else ate the pizza but him.
Yeah.
Then about like 4 a.m, he's calling his trainer like, "Hey, I don't feel too good." So he's over there just barfing his life out. So what they're
got
basically
the
saying is they were in Utah. So
Yeah.
whoever delivered that pizza, it was no bueno.
Probably hardcore.
Whether it's
fan.
true or not, but that's supposedly what Grover said.
You know what? That can be true though. Like how hard people was hating on
Hey, that
Jordan.
doesn't sound so outlandish or far fetched.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all.
I'd do something like that.
Oh man. They're like,
Oh, he
like,
wants
Utah, we
anchovies,
wanna
huh?
win some shit.
You want anchovies? Hey, get the past due spoiled ass
Get
expired
them tainted
anchovies
ass
for this
meat and
nigga.
shit. You know what I mean? Like when they
Rinse
go to
them
the
off in the sink.
go to the restaurants. It's real. It gets real out there with fanatics out there who just want to see their team win. They just do anything at any cost. So for all you athletes out there, you better pack your fucking lunch.
Yeah, it probably go deeper than that too. Somebody probably got money betted on that shit too.
If I was that type of athlete, I know like I'm going to a place where people hate me. I have my personal chef on deck. Have him go shop for me because he's just a regular person, and then cook the food for me. Boom.
I'm paranoid down. I'm paranoid down to the water bottles, straight up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not even drinking water from these people.
Bro.
That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's deep. That's really
No.
deep. So anything else you got?
Nah.
That's it?
I
All right.
mean,
All right, so
That's pretty much it.
mine's not sports related, but it's more business related. Shout out to Richard Branson, the guy who previously owned Virgin America Airlines.
Okay.
But
Oh,
unfortunately,
you talking about
yeah.
space plane, dude?
yeah, but unfortunately, he has been forced to sell Virgin America Airlines.
dude, that's the
Oh.
Due
craziest
to
shit
the
ever.
U.S. Department of Transportation, he has to sell it because he's not American. And they told him that he could have 30 shares to non-voter, non-shares of his stock, but he doesn't have any power or influence over his own company, dog.
How do
This
you-
is his own baby that he built since 2007, and he did it out of passion and love for traveling. He wanted air flights to be memorable, have a memorable experience, and he was doing something different back in 07 because Virgin America, that was like bragging rights. Like, dude, did you fly Virgin though?
Yeah.
Did you fly Virgin? Like, because they had the Wi-Fi, they had a little, the in movie like seats in the movies. They had fucking the great food. They had all that shit. Like,
Damn.
like
Didn't
it
they
was
have
fun.
like
It was
bad
hip,
options?
it was dope. Even the safety video was dope. You know what I mean? Like it was on and popping. And Richard Branson was all about. He even dressed up as a stewardess, like for one of the flights that he has, and just like dude's real down to earth, and he's all about fun. Like so, if you read his book, I forgot the title of it, but he likes to make business moves on passion and fun. So people out there, entrepreneurs, aspiring actors, podcasters, whatever you do, bloggers, you know what I'm saying? Like Biggie said, don't make a move unless your heart's in it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it verbatim, but but the sad part about it that he has to sell his baby. He has to let it go. Forced. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. What kind of country is this, man? Like, is this a pre-Donald Trump move or some shit? Like, I don't know. I'm just saying out of strong opinion, not facts. Another thing I just want to say about that situation, Alaska Airlines, got the rights now to Virgin America. Well, Alaska Airlines, they had to rebrand themselves as well. So we have to see what principles they're going to implement from one another to see how they coexist. So we'll see how that works out. And I mean, it does like fuck the money. I know that dude probably got paid like $4 billion, but he was forced to sell it.
I like how
So
you said it so cool,
he
though.
couldn't care less about the fucking money.
Yeah.
It was about the passion and serving the world with better and more memorable experiences when they go out and travel. So, and he had to take the high road, man. He had to take the high road, be the better man, and maybe move on to something else. So, fellas, no further ado. That was the subject that we always want to talk about, being the bigger man, the better man. So, anybody want to chime in on that for life experiences for these younger listeners out there who might be going through losing friends and breakups and disputes and stuff like, or anything in life in general, you know what I mean? What would you guys got to talk about that?
As for me, just getting older, I'm 32 now. I just know, and a lot of you guys know me, just like I'm a pretty easygoing guy. I don't like to make waves, you know, but it really bothers me.
Non-confrontational.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
It really bothers me. It really used to bother me. And sometimes it still does when people dislike me or have something really horrible to say about me, like for no reason at all. And it really, really like just really hurts me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be a better person as far as, you know what? It's okay for someone to dislike you or not agree with you. You know what I mean? As long as it doesn't come to like, you know, a physical dispute or, you know, or they're starting to mess with your family or stuff like that. So it's really a test of yourself. You can only control your actions and how you feel. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be disappointed. But the true test of yourself is how you get over it, how you cope with it. Because the longer you let that manifest inside you and it boils up, that turns into hate. And then hate is never a good thing to have. You know what I mean? Because it not only it affects you, it affects the other people around you. You know, so I can only suggest to younger people, yo, it's okay to get upset. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to be salty. But you got to figure out a way, an alternative to like, okay, I'm going to let this bother me for so long, then I got to move on.
Yep.
You know, I see it's a lot easier to dislike something or hate something or go along with the mass and be like, fuck that. You know, because everyone else is like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Instead, you know, just try to, you know, go the road less traveled. Try to, so everyone going right, try to go left. Do what's best for you. You know what I mean? Because not everyone's going to agree. You see people fall out over like dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like good, bad, or indifferent, they fall out. And, you know, some people, it's just sad because when you get older, you're saying more goodbyes than you say hello.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
That is so fucking real.
You know,
man.
and you don't realize that until you get older and be like, you could have like 100 contacts in your phone, but you only talk to like a handful.
like 5.
And you know what?
yeah.
That's okay.
And it's okay.
And that's okay. And that's what people need to learn. That's okay. I don't need to be in the mix all the time. I don't need to think about it. They say, oh, you got 20,000 followers on Instagram, but you don't have no real friends in real life.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Those followers don't mean shit on social media, man. I mean, people use that shit to gas themselves up like, oh, man, I got 20K followers. What you got? Like, is that an accomplishment, my nigga? Like, is those 20K followers going to do something for you?
Did they all give you 50 cents?
Shit, that's
Or
a
a
lot of
dollar?
money. That
That's
add
a-
up.
Man, and then you could talk.
If you ain't making money out of your followers.
Man, if you from San Diego and your songs ain't on iTunes and you got all these followers and
No.
saying, you know, them vague little, you know what I mean, them vague little statements
And
every
they're
day
not
'cause
even
you
real
on and
followers.
popping. Oh, I'm on and popping, so I can come on and say, you know, that's how it go.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
go to my band camp.
Yeah,
go
you know
to
what I mean? Like,
Bandcamp.
come
Nah,
on,
I ain't
man.
got
If you ain't
iTunes.
getting no money, stop it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, you have to, you know, as for artists concerned, you have to find a way to make a living legitimately. You know what I mean? Even if it's just a little bit of money, then you can really consider yourself as an artist. I mean,
Professional.
professional artist, because artists are always going to be artists.
Until
regardless.
then, hobby.
Ooh.
There you have it.
Or let me not diss everybody who's an artist and not making money. Let me not diss y'all because it could be your passion, it could be your outlet. But to the people that are out here hella like flossing and
Faking the
flexing,
funk,
yeah, that's a hobby, bro.
Yeah, flexing for the gram,
Knock it off.
getting them Jordans
Yeah. It's
instead
like,
of paying money
it's
for
like
good
which one are
visuals.
you really working on? Your music or that flossing bullshit? Like,
Yeah.
for real.
Did
The
it all for the
image?
likes.
Come on, dog.
Or you just
Fuck
doing
outta
rapping
here.
for bitches? Like,
Yeah.
I seen some niggas
Homie.
rapping
Yeah.
for bitches, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, dude, okay, like, you know, like, and you know, we'll get back to the being a bigger man because I know, man, this is a San Diego blogger, and also I just wanted to say San Diego blogger. Excuse my French, but
No,
I
you
just like
good.
to say a blogger from the town because I don't want to compartmentalize, you know, where I'm from as
True.
local to me because to someone else they're a superstar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I want to say, like, he's from the town. He's from the town. Local it has that stigma, like, local, it's gonna be whack, it's gonna be this,
yeah.
and
Right,
that.
right.
Yeah.
So that's how I wanted to implement my way of saying it. Because from one former blogger to another, and dealing with San Diego artists, it's not the easiest way to try to get their music out or have them stay motivated to get shit done. Basically, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like babysitting almost.
Man, I get the weirdest DMs. Yeah, I know you've been posting my music for the last year, but can you take it down?
The fuck?
What?
Or I don't want to release it that way. Like, I don't want your viewership, your follow. I want to release it this way, and then we'll come back. Like,
Well, what kind of artists say that though?
Drugs.
Drugs.
They're on drugs.
They're on drugs.
They
This
tweet
is
about drugs. Maybe they flexing. I don't know.
It has to be drugs.
This generation, and I'm not saying all these young dudes,
Go there.
all these young dudes, but when we were coming up, when we were looking at rappers, the rappers were the dealers. Now it seems in this day and age of rappers, and I'm not saying all of them, but some of these young dudes, they're doing the drugs. You know what I mean? Instead of dealing the drugs, they're doing the drugs. And I'm not talking about weed, because I don't even consider weed a drug anymore.
Non-drug.
I'm talking about, the Molly. They're doing acid. They're doing coke. Actually, not even coke. 'Cause they're doing, like, meth. They're doing all types of wild shit. And it's just like, how is that cool to be, like, a fiend? You know what I mean?
That's the new thing now, right? Being fiends. I mean,
Or
I
they're
think-
leaned out of their minds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're just leaned out. Like, I seen dudes that are skinny as me, like back in the day. You see them now, they're chubby as hell, homie, slow, not attentive. You're like, bro, like, you need to get right. This is not healthy. You could die. But it's just like, oh man, I pop a Xan, I sipped a foe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
Would
man.
you
you-
still get high if you didn't post about it?
Mm.
Would you still get high?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Are they getting high for likes?
It's part of the. I think it's part of the high, the instant gratification of letting everyone know you put a foe in
Dog,
a Sprite.
Or like, I ran away with the plug.
And
Like,
that's-
you know what I
that's-
mean? Like,
That will
come
get
on.
you smoked.
And
Yeah.
that, and that is the word that is plaguing generation art. The millennials. Period. Instant gratification. Like me. Like I'm just using myself as an example. This is episode 10, and I have to realize that building a listener, a good foundation, a fan base is going to take some time, and I have to remember myself to trust the journey to get that way. These niggas post their shit on SoundCloud or whatever, and they're expecting to go on a worldwide tour within 10 months. Like, I'm sorry, not everybody could be Drake. Not everyone could just like, and it not even happen for Drake overnight. If success happens overnight, that's one hell of a long ass night, and that usually doesn't fucking happen. So I don't understand how people get all frustrated. And man, I heard every excuse, homie, from any San Diego rapper when it comes to why San Diego ain't on. Oh, the old folks ain't fucking with us. Oh, San Diego people want to hear this type of music. They don't want to fuck with us on this type of music because we're different. Or that ain't the San Diego music I'm used to from. Or, all kinds of crabs in the bucket ass shit that they come up with. And it is so fucking sad. And hold on, let me just get on this rant a little bit more. Here's the age of the fucking internet. What's your excuse? You have every opportunity in the world to get your music out there. You know what I mean? They're the type of niggas that, you be like, hey, dude, let's go and hit the studio, knock these bars out. What they will say? Blood, I'd rather go to the beach. Look at these bitches.
They part-time. Everybody out here part-time. Part-time graphics, part-time videographer, part-time rapper, part-time dope man.
Yeah, and I know that when you put that out on I know you've been going on some Twitter wars with some niggas, man. I read some of the threads, and I'm just like, damn. But the thing about it, this nigga, the Jankiest is a big nigga, so it's not like these niggas gonna try to run up on him.
And I'm never really trying to do no violence and no harm to nobody, man. It's just like, man, show me some respect, I'll show you some. How come you take everything, you take it all, like, you get all butt hurt and your heart get broken, and now you got to try to say something personal. When we talking about facts, we just talking about the subject.
Yeah.
Well, I got to go personal.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's where it comes real petty. It's like, motherfuckers want to go personal about, well, fuck you because that's why your chick's a hoe. She fucked the homie. What does that have to do? What does that have to do with your music?
Well, I'll tell you, it's like it's a public conversation. So you can have a problem with someone, you can text them about it, and they won't respond to you. But the second you put it on Twitter,
Oh,
the second you put it on
God forbid you put it
Facebook,
on Twitter.
then they'll
You call out their
respond
manhood.
real fast.
You
real
call out their
fast.
manhood. You put it on
So,
Twitter.
Oh, how come you didn't hit my line? I hit your line, man. I didn't want to resort to this, but it's a new generation out here where they only respond, if it's social. It has to be an audience or something. So I don't really play those games, but I'll get at you to get you outside. I'll bring you outside like that. You've been quiet. You've been MIA. I'll bring you outside.
You know what I'm saying?
But the one thing I could say about Jason, just knowing him through life, whether he's dealing with rappers or just dealing with personal stuff, if he has a problem or if he needs something to be said, he gonna say it right then and there, whether you like it or not. And most of the time, people take it as negative because most people are not used to people being so direct. You know what I mean? Because or like even if he needs to get something done, like I said, not even on some negative stuff, like we got like some new music on the SoundCloud. I'm like, dude, how'd you get that? Oh, I just ran into that dude. He was like right down the street from my pad. Oh, I saw that dude at the mall. Oh, I saw that dude at the liquor store. I'm like, for real?
Damn, homie.
So see, a lot of dudes, they use the word I'm outside. That means like they really outside, doing it, hanging, trapping, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Now that dude really be outside. You know what I mean? He really is outside. And not on some like, yo, I'm outside doing this and that. Like, oh, I'm just outside. Oh, I caught this dude. I said, what's up? Like, he'll go to like.
Oh, hold up. We got a call in, everybody. Hold on.
Wow, she
Hello?
really did it.
Hello?
Hello, you guys.
Oh, shit. It's
She
Blazing
really
Mommy.
called.
She's
Man,
calling in.
you supposed to be out on the town.
Checking in all the way from H-Town. Put me on speaker.
She
Yeah,
on
I already
her
got
world
you on
tour
speaker.
and
Did you
shit.
get flown out?
Oh. Wait, okay. I have a huge question. I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah, I can't talk. Interrupt the pod, but I just want to know who is warming up my seat. It better not be a female. I gave y'all
What?
So if it ain't one of them, then we gonna have some problems.
This nigga.
We have a problem.
You might as well stay in
So,
Houston.
who's warming up my seat though?
Who's warming up her seat?
Hey, Nessa, it's me.
Yeah.
No, it's me.
It's the Jankiest.
Hey, can I ask you a question? We done went out to eat so many times, so
Oh,
we done went out to
shit.
eat so many times. So do you mean to tell me I was halfway to having dessert?
Hello?
Ask that question again.
Hey Nessa, we done went out to eat so many times. So I heard one of these other podcasts. So do you mean I was halfway to getting dessert?
Uh-oh.
Well, no. So,
What?
gotta go.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
We gotta put him on the
Ran
spot.
off the phone,
We gotta put her on
Make
the
it
spot.
hot.
Yo.
All right, that's
Hey,
it.
Hey, that just goes to show y'all.
Hey, her sponsor don't want to hear all that.
Hey, Des, you gotta be careful out there in H Town. You know what I mean? She's on her savage trip. I don't know, but her next stop is gonna be in Arizona. So everybody in Arizona, Phoenix, Tempe, Chandler, she's coming to a hood near you. Blazing Mommy on her tour stop.
Get your tickets.
At Ticketmaster.
I'm going to Arizona next week. No lie.
See, I told you, niggas, she's on tour.
She's on
She going to
tour.
Arizona
Niggas
next
better
week,
get your
homie.
beers and your condoms ready.
Oh,
watch out.
damn, man.
No.
Right. She said no.
All right, so but yeah.
Ain't giving up no
So you mean no to beer or no to condoms?
Oh.
Zach said either no to beers or no to condoms.
I don't know what you said. I'm just
All right.
I just wanted.
So you're gonna be here next week, right? You're gonna make your fans happy. You're gonna make your fans happy. You're gonna be here next week.
I miss you guys already.
Aw, we miss you
Miss
too,
you
now.
right back.
But yeah,
See that ass.
Yeah, but go have fun with your.
I got stories next week.
Oh, she got stories
Okay.
next week, y'all. Be careful. Stay tuned.
I hope they're about you.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
all
yeah,
about
yeah.
you.
I'll be ready.
Right.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Get ready, Shotty. Get
Uh,
that beard ready.
Prove it. Nessa, prove it. That's all I gotta say to you.
All right. But yeah, we'll go ahead.
Have a good night.
All right. Have a good night.
Be safe.
Be
Be
safe.
safe.
Yeah.
All right. That was Nessa, y'all. But you know, to segue into that, would you feel that a man has to have a certain kind of status as far as how guys want to be rappers in San Diego because they know that would get you bitches, right? It's like, oh, now do you feel that having that kind of social status, makes them more desirable for women? And I know that was a topic that my boy M Easy wanted to cover.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I still wanted to speak on being a bigger person though, real quick.
Oh, okay.
Before we
yeah.
move to that,
Alright.
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Okay, you want to speak
Uh,
on being a bigger person?
well,
Me too.
From my side of it, what helps me be the bigger person and walk away, like if somebody got some problem with me or something, I'm a cool dude. I don't have no negative shit, nothing. I come with positivity all the time. Whenever somebody coming at me negative or sideways or whatever, I put myself in their position and I think like, what's making them act like this? It must be something bad going on with them in their life or something. So
Right.
let me just, leave them to that and then go on my way. Or sometimes if I notice where I can like kind of talk to them, like, what's up, man? Like, what's really good? Like, what's going on? Why you really coming at me like this? Then I'll take it there and try to like get them back on the positive side of things.
Find
like,
the root of the
like
the
if
source.
if somebody's willing to listen, some
right.
people ain't trying to hear it,
Yeah.
but other than that, yeah, that's the way I would look at it. It helps me to deal with it,
Yeah.
to really just kind of like,
Diplomacy,
it's
man.
not because it's not coming from me. The negative stuff ain't coming. It's coming from them. So, I kind of look at me like, man,
like I was saying, like as I said before, a person's problem with you isn't necessarily your problem.
yeah,
It's theirs. You know what I mean? So you have to get to the root of it. It's like, okay, why this person has a problem with me? Why are we might go to fisticuffs if things aren't gonna be solved verbally?
right,
And I mean, I had an experience, man. I had so many experiences of just like I had to be the bigger person. You know what I mean? From all instances. You know what I mean? Shit. When you get into it with an ex,
yeah,
it
relationship,
had to be a
being a bigger
relationship.
person.
That shit tests you. So you have to really dig deep to be the bigger person to walk away from that. The shit's not easy, fellas. I'm telling you right now, it isn't. Friends that you thought who were cool with you did some fucking snake shit. You really have to walk
Nigga.
away from that too.
Family
Family,
Yeah, man.
gets deep.
fuck you over. You know what I mean? Ask Kanye. He had to pay $250,000 to get that damn laptop back.
Real friends.
The people in this
How
room,
many of his album?
the
You know
people
what I
in
mean?
this room is more family to me than some of my family.
Damn,
That's real.
that's
that's real.
That's real, man. And then also, family, friends, and because betrayal doesn't come from your enemies.
Yeah,
That's the thing about betrayal. It will never come from your enemies. It will come from your closest people to you.
You're vulnerable to people you love.
Yep. So that's what happens.
wide open.
That's
Wide
why
open.
love and hate is
Such a thin line.
it's very, very thin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the people you love, they know things that no one else, like a stranger, would know.
Yeah.
So if you guys have a falling out, they can hit that red button.
Yeah,
Boom.
they know how to push your buttons, man.
Man.
Man,
Like
so-
I'm
100.
going through that so much right now. Like
Yeah.
like even on my way here to the studio, people in my community who are, what's up, homie? Oh, that's the homie right there. Oh, that's that guy. That's a good dude. They hear one wrong thing, one foul move, one situation, and if they hear it the wrong way, all this, I never liked that dude anyway.
Yep.
All this kind of stuff comes out of the
Yeah, all that
woodworks,
extra
and then
shit.
you realize, like, damn, these dudes was never my friends to begin with.
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah,
You're
up.
just,
it's
just
hard.
tolerated. You know what I mean?
Wow,
Straight
like
up.
like
You were
you know what I
just
mean? I didn't have
tolerated.
any dirt, so now a situation gets a little, a little more complicated, a little more difficult. You're not gonna come to me and hear my side. You already done passed judgment because you never liked me anyway, and you want to see me gone.
Mm.
So
That's-
it's
that's
a pretty rough thing to deal with.
Yeah. So I mean,
How many hot links we got to eat together
Ah.
to be real friends?
So-
I don't know.
I mean, you grew up in Bay Vista, right? The Bay-
No. I grew up a couple streets up. I grew
Oh, a
up
couple streets.
in Lincoln Park. I grew
Okay.
up off of Euclid and Reynolds. That's where I
Okay.
grew
Yeah,
up.
yeah, that's
Okay.
very
Yeah.
southeast for our
Yeah.
So
non-San Diego
I am
listeners out there.
a
Corners-
Solola block baby, a Reynolds block baby, a Palin block baby. Go down to the store on Logan. Everywhere I'm going is off of 49th and off of Euclid, and I'm at the
Man.
trolley station.
Nigga.
Coming from Green Cat, remembering times where I had to, speed up on my scooter a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Coming outside, growing up, writing poetry. I would compare, picking up shells at the ocean to picking up shells on the Four Corners. You know what I mean? So that's where I come from.
Damn.
So
Damn,
and that doesn't really reflect how I treat music, because the way I do my website is about being unbiased and giving voices in San Diego that aren't heard, because a lot of websites focus more on the gangster rap, giving a lot of the the hipsters, the cool dudes from every part of town who are spitting a voice and a chance to get action if their stuff is professional and presented right.
Right.
So
Yeah. No,
Hey,
and-
all right,
and
wait.
You show
You
love to
said
some out of towners too, right?
Unbiased, right?
Unbiased. Okay.
unbiased.
Everybody's listening. Please listen close. Everybody that's aspiring.
Oh,
You know,
Cribs,
music.
Bloods,
Yeah.
pimps, skateboarders, trappers, drug addicts. If the shit's tight, I'll give it a listen. If you put time into it, I can put time into trying to push it further.
Yeah.
And I'm not
That's
saying
what's
that
up, man.
I got all this going on and we got all these followers and we're this, that, and the other. But, no one else is as consistent and no one else pays attention to the details like we do.
Mm.
So
And with that, I just want to take a quick little commercial break. I just want to let you guys know this episode has been sponsored by K-Cuts, a barbershop that's definitely a cut above the rest. And now, fellas, I understand that proper grooming is very important because people got job interviews. They got to go to the club. You know what I mean? They want to socialize and, they want to feel good about themselves. So having that feeling, it's very, very, very gratifying. And also, ladies, this is not only just isn't for the fellas. It's also for the ladies too, who like to have their hair natural and very short too. So with that being said, log on to that website. Check it out. As I said earlier, kcutsbarbershop.com, KCUTZ barbershop.com, and call to make an appointment right now. I mean, right now, 619-582-5889. And let them know that the Jig Is Up podcast crew sent you there. And you could get $5 off from your first haircut. But here's the rule. I didn't mention it before. The rule is you have to mention which episode you heard this ad on.
Ooh. Ooh.
So don't play no fuck shit with my barber, homie.
You funky bitch,
Dang.
Now let's get back to the show.
Just got with him on that. Just got Adam. All right, so Marco, to get back. What's up, Shotty?
Everything's good, Shotty?
hey, Shotty, can you check that door for your boy?
Yeah. So,
All right.
man, go ahead,
Um,
Easy.
Back to what you were saying about, the status of a person.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Does a specific status make a person better or more what's the word? Where,
More desirable, more
desirable.
attainable.
There you go.
Because
More attainable. Better quality of, does that make them?
okay,
Well, go
I
ahead,
mean,
go
think of
ahead,
it like
go
this because I heard it from Uncle Curry,
Oh, yeah.
Alan Roger Curry from a podcast.
Uncle Curry.
Yeah, and he was saying some real shit. He was like, think about an island of 100 people, 50 men, 50 women.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that everyone's just going to be paired up fairly? Fuck no.
Hell no.
The women are going to go for at least the 20 most desirable guys out of that bunch of the 50. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? So it's going to be slim picking. So I believe, yes, it has to do with it. I mean, like, who wouldn't want to be with someone who's accomplished, who wants to do something better with their life, especially in today's society? And that's the thing. Like, I mean, in ways, that's why we doing certain things. Sometimes it's all on for a female, to attract a certain level type of the female too.
Right.
I mean, anybody could get with a female. Any chick could get with a dude. But it's just that certain type of person that you want to be with. So you have to up yourself to get to that level. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I troll Killing sometimes trying to get at Maya because she's a vegan.
Man.
And trying to go on
Here we
vegan
go.
dates.
Here we go.
Don't you start this episode, man.
You know what I
Don't let me
mean?
Get back on the mic.
I started trolling a little bit. But do you know what that did to him? I went to this man's refrigerator. This dude like dumped out a whole bunch of animal products. He still have a little bit left, but he's making that step towards veganism. Now, I know veganism isn't for everybody, but I could commend my dude for giving it a try.
Right.
See
right.
what happens. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I'm also glad that I can inspire other people to go on vegan challenges. It's crazy. Like my little brother told me that his best friend is going on a vegan challenge for 2 weeks. Some people keep hitting me up like, hey, man, I'm thinking about going vegan too. I'm like, that's all great. But I just want you guys to remember, do you authentically want to do this for yourself? Because at times when you're doing this type of lifestyle, you have to find something bigger than yourself. You know what I mean? And that's where I come in crossroads when I get tempted, like, oh man, a burger would be good, but I'm like, you know what? It's fucked up what they do to those cows, man. It's funny. It's funny
Yeah,
as
he
people
done
like
took it to another level.
but you know, it's fucked up what they do to those cows, man. And like a McDonald's cheeseburger, it's like an equivalent of like fucking 600 gallons of water. And then when I say that, 600 gallons of water to raise that cow for crops, eating, drinking, hell, sometimes bathing, all that water for one little measly ass cheeseburger. And they want to talk to me about the fucking drought, but that's a whole nother story because I ain't trying to have no beef with the beef industry.
No
that is
pun
a
intended.
fucking no. So
Right.
yeah, man. Shit, dude, but everything good back here? All right, everything's good already. So
Already.
so that's the thing I gotta say
All right,
about
well,
status. You know what I mean?
My
Because you said
question to you about
Okay.
that status though.
All right.
Does it matter to you personally? Like your how you look at women? Put it that
Like
way.
status.
Like, do they have to have specific things in their lives, or
I mean,
you know?
I mean, everyone has a right to have specific criteria, but at the same time, you have to look at the person overall, just who they are and their character, because that's the thing that matters to me most. Is character. What
Right.
kind of person she is, what things that she
Me
got,
too,
what are
man.
her goals, her dreams, her aspirations. I mean, don't get me wrong. We talk about ass, titties, and all that like any other fucking man. But at the end of the day, if I want to get in a relationship, I want to invest time to you. I have to know these things, your core values, like how you see life. You know what I mean? And you know, do I really want to spend the rest of my life and my time with you like that?
Right.
Well, I can speak on that.
Yeah.
See, we just got done talking about where I'm from and where I'm at, but at the same time, I'll run into a lawyer in Knocker. I can run into a psychologist, psychiatrist. I forgot which one she was, but it's all really just being able to carry a conversations and just not limiting yourself to your environment or where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, if you expand your horizons or, you know, just know a little bit about a lot of things, you know, enough to carry a conversation. If you could do that, you can get in a lot of rooms. If you can humble yourself, if you can be open to new things and new experiences, it'll take you far. And
Yeah,
you could be
you
around
never
all
know.
kinds of women, regardless of your money or income or whatever. But just be ambitious. Whatever
like
you are doing, be ambitious, be passionate about it,
Yeah.
and I'm sure they'll love you for you.
Yeah, like
Right.
I've gone on dates with women who make like way more money than I do.
Man,
Yeah.
Exactly.
like, can
You know
you
what I
pay
mean?
for this, please?
Potential,
Like, really, like, I'll just pay a
potential sugar mama
bill.
types, you know what I mean? But the thing is, I
Potential
don't really try to
Brandy
ask
from
them
Thin Line
like to
Between
help
Love
me
and Hate.
out. But they see me trying. They see me that I have a passion, you know, with this podcast. They see me doing things, and you know, like, hey, I'm not gonna say I'm a good catch, but I'm not too bad. So they see that potential, and that's what women work off of. They work off potential.
Yeah.
It's like what can I, you know, what I see in this man that he doesn't see in himself. So
Yeah.
fellas, you know, don't worry about it if you don't have the looks, the money, the charisma, and all that shit. Sometimes women just like to build a nigga. They find potential and build a nigga for themselves. And that's what they do. That's how women
shit.
get down. They, you know, so, you know, like don't get discouraged out there, fellas. I mean, that woman is gonna come along. She's gonna find you, and ladies, that man gonna come along because we do have female listeners as well. So
Yeah.
it's all love. It's all good.
Something beautiful just walked in.
Oh, okay, so who's that?
I bet y'all can guess without looking.
I don't know. She might want to remain nameless, but
She
I'm
remain anonymous.
Shit. Give me 1 second, people. I'm gonna look around real quick.
I heard
Alright.
that.
So
Nah,
Mark-
but
Gonna take a glance.
Look
back
at
to,
Shotty cheese and shit. I'm just trying to look, man. I'm trying to see what's good.
hey, back to that point though. And even on the same token, with women, I'm attracted more to happy. I'm these days.
Happiness.
You know, like
Bruh.
we can
Happiness.
talk about ass and titties and all
Um,
this other shit all day, but I'm really attracted to joyful women,
Yeah.
happy women, because it's like, okay, like if you're happy, that means you're doing for yourself, and I can supplement that. I'm not here to,
She's not dependent on
Yeah,
you to
yeah.
make her happy.
yeah, it's
Because
not
she's already
50-50, more
happy.
like 100-100.
Hey,
She's happy with
there we
That's
herself.
go.
deep. That's
She's
deep
happy
right
with
there.
herself, so maybe she could be happy with me. Maybe I can make her happier. So
Yeah.
that's where
Take
I'm
it
at
all
with
to
it.
another level.
Yeah. So
You know what I'm saying? Do you believe in putting more alkaline in your body instead of acid? Because there was a scientific thing. Because I know you into
You
know I'm
you
into
into
it.
it. You into it. So that's why I want to ask you this
I'm about to
question.
stun on you right now. Go
Hey,
ahead.
hey,
Go
hey.
ahead.
All right.
That's why he's more of an expert. I'm just well rounded. I'm just
Okay.
more well rounded. So I'm humbling myself.
Mr.
I don't know
All
everything.
Around,
But
like Scottie Pippen.
you know, it was just my opinion about, like, when you alkalize your body, you tend to be more happy, more cheerful, more things like that. Acid is more linked to depression, anger, and all these other things, because the human body, I believe, it produces its own acid anyway. So it's always important to have food and nutrients in your body that that alkalizes the body. So with that being said, me making that transition, going vegan, like not having red meat or any chicken or anything like that, it really helped me to be a more cheerful person. Despite maybe some of the bullshit that may be going on in my life, I still find a way to be more positive. Do you believe alkalinity is linked to a scientific link to making you a better person, as in having a better, more positive mood?
This is a whole episode itself, but
Right.
like
I'm
to
gonna
touch on
touch. I'm gonna touch
We're
on it
gonna
real
touch
quick.
on it because
This is the jig is
Yeah.
up.
the jig is up, and it's a place where nothing is safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
that's
thought we like to talk about a whole bunch of fuck shit, but he's about to drop some knowledge, right?
Drop some jewels.
well. I'm different than you because you might be vegan, but I have a burger named after me at Canada Steak Burger
Yes,
right
he
now.
does.
Oh
It's
yeah,
about
the
Young Sharpie.
It's called Young Sharpie. That's an
Yeah,
old
I remember
Instagram
that.
name, but
How
that's
many
about-
how many
one-
patties was that?
That's about 4 patties. That's about 2 pounds of meat.
Hey, what time they close?
Nah, but on that same token, I also have an alkaline water machine in my house with the platinum plaques. I don't have a platinum chain, but I got the platinum plaques in there, going ahead and breaking it down, the molecular structure, and putting it back together and making my water wetter real quick for one time. I believe in that, and I believe in, I take my vitamins every day. I take my little olive leaf extract. I got my antioxidants going, and it makes me happier. I'm cheerful. People that know me, they might hear me say something on Twitter and think I'm angry or upset, but people who have heard my voice know, like, he's happy or he's just talking shit.
Yeah.
And he's just happy, he's
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
Yeah, he's joking right now, so I think it is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, and I commend guys like Jankiest and Styles P for starting a juice bar in the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So do you
Yeah.
believe that Southeast definitely?
I'm
its
gonna
own
go
juice
there.
bar?
I'm gonna go there. In Southeast, I guarantee that there are tons of undiagnosed chemical imbalances, tons of undiagnosed mental disorders and stuff,
Yeah.
just from people living out of balance. You're going to the store and eating hot Cheetos, but drinking malt liquor all day and smoking
liquid
weed.
crack.
Yeah. Smoking
Dog.
weed. Some of these young dudes are doing the mollies, and it's not like I'm not dissing the drug users because it's tight to go do drugs, have fun. But you're going to L.A. though. You're going to Vegas though. You're going to EDM shows. You're doing something. Nah, they're sitting around doing these drugs every single day and just hanging out. It's a recipe
Abusing
for
it.
disaster.
Abusing it.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they have firearms. So it's just a recipe for disaster.
Exactly.
And I only mention all this stuff because that's just what I live around.
Yeah.
And what I experience on a day-to-day basis. Like, you were happy today, but today you're on a come down and you're angry today and you didn't eat any food and you only ate Cheetos and you're pissed the fuck off and you have a gun.
Yeah, and you have a gun, and you just look at a nigga like who's perceived that he's doing better than you. Oh, that nigga got a new iPhone. Let me rob that nigga. Or
Man.
that nigga look like he got some rims. So let me rob that nigga. Like,
Man,
oh, that nigga look too happy. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
And
I
they
don't
look
know.
and like I've seen it, homie. Like when you pull up in a new car or something, they'll be looking at you like, man, I feel so far from that guy. I can't be him. Like, man, I wish I could be like you. And I'll be telling them like, nah, you can. Don't even play yourself like that.
Yeah.
Like, if you want, you can go get this job over here, grind and get a car like I got a car. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Just like everybody else, but you know,
Yeah.
people be plotting, planning.
yeah,
and all
trying
that
to look for the
negative
easy
bullshit.
route.
Getting made fun of for going to school, getting made fun of for like going to the gym every day and caring about your physical health.
Yeah.
It's pretty weird, but that's what's going on. So I'm happy rappers are out there, you know, telling you to go drink your kale, drink your spinach. You know, especially as black men, you know, it's coming into your early 30s now that people are being diagnosed with colon cancer.
Oh,
So
shit.
it's very real, and you know, you have to take care of your stuff, man. You need to
Take care of
digest that
yourself.
food, man. You need that fiber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to have longevity to be out here and do ratchet things. with
And
your family.
I keep telling, I keep telling fellas, I'm like, man, get on them juices, homie. Because, you know, you need to clear out your blood system. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can laugh at me for doing yoga, but I'm doing yoga and I'm have more circulation going on. And with blood circulation, that comes from strong erections. So if you want to make your lady happy, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you get that blood circulating. You
Ladies,
know what I'm saying?
if y'all got a
You
man,
keep doing shit that constrict your blood flow, like smoking, eating a whole bunch of red meat. I guarantee you by the age 45, homie, you have to pop those pills.
Yup.
And that ain't really too
Shit.
healthy.
Yep.
So I'm telling you right now, guys, invest in your fucking health.
and
Yeah.
and ladies,
Literally,
or
invest in
or
your
everybody
fucking health.
that are in
Yeah.
couples, y'all just go ahead and go to yoga together.
Oh yeah, yoga's lit.
And I can tell you from the experience, I'm a power lifter, and I can't do half of that yoga stuff. I can't even attempt most of that yoga stuff. Even getting on the little ball, and doing some of them little motions, I can't do any of that. But I can throw this around, throw that around. But I know them yoga dudes be getting it in. I know they do.
Respect.
Yeah,
respect.
got to.
Sure. So you into calisthenics too, or you?
When I was a little lighter,
Oh,
when I was a
yeah,
little
you're a little
lighter, I was
lighter.
doing a lot more pull-ups. Not so much right now.
All right, already, feeling that. So anybody else got any shout outs or anything to say? Because I know it's about to hit that time limit. Are we good, Shotty? Or
I'm gonna shout out Colorblind Shoes real quick.
okay,
I'm gonna get mine in. Right there in the heart of North Park.
Nutty Peas.
Yeah. Go ahead and get at them. Search them. We're all major, you know, website, Instagram, Twitter, whatever.
Yep.
Got everything you need for your feet.
All right.
Or
Or
if you-
if you want to sell your shoes.
Sell your shoes, get your money back. The Colorblind cash out in cash, no check. Lowest consignment rate in the city. Simple as that.
For all you sneakerheads out there who needs
Right.
some money.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? So that's one shout out. Any shout out, Easy?
Nah. I ain't got nobody to shout out right
You
now.
got no shout outs?
Shout out to everybody that's listening.
Shout out to everybody's listening. All right. What about you?
Hey, man, I'm just happy my boy could come on, man. Speak his piece, man. The Jankiest, I hope he can come again, man.
Oh,
and
definitely, man. He's more than welcome anytime, man.
Yeah,
We'd
yeah.
love to have you over here. Like I said, man, I believe that once you get used to it, I think you're gonna get bit by the podcasting bug, and hopefully we could be a guest on your show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. What I probably want to give a shout out to these two brothers out there from Compton. They run the Trap Kitchen out there. Like
Yup,
these
yup.
dudes,
Oh, yeah,
former
yeah, yeah.
gangsters, you know what I
Okay.
mean? But now they're turning nothing into something. They're providing jobs for themselves. You know what I mean?
I seen
All
them on
I
that
ask, brothers,
documentary.
if y'all can have some vegan options out there, hey, that'll be all love. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of the fact of what kind of food they serve, but I know the purpose that they serve. And they're serving people. They want to serve and help people eat nutritious food to their standards and just feed people. And that's a universal way of just people coming together with food. So check out those brothers at the Trap Kitchen. I commend these guys for doing things like that. There's also a lady who's growing organic food out of her backyard and like giving it to the low income people. I forgot the name. I forgot her name, but once the next episode, I'll find out and I'll go ahead and give you your props that you really deserve. I really commend that, you know, people to be themselves, to be healthy, to love and let love, you know what I mean? So this is a positive episode. Like sometimes we might talk about some real shit, but that's how the world goes. But anything else, Mr. Kmart, you got something to come out with? No yelling in the background.
Hey, you know what? Since you mentioned juice, shout out to Lucky Dutch.
Oh
man.
yeah, Lucky Dutch
In
out there in North Park.
man.
Okay.
Yeah, North Park is on the rise. So
All the way.
The juice spot out there, man.
Hey, but
Yeah.
if you juicing, just watch out for that tiger bone, though.
Ah,
And if you don't know what that tiger bone is, I'm sorry, I gotta plug it, man. Nori's podcast, you know, Drink Champs, go check
Yeah.
that out. Got crazy stories if you're into hip hop like that. But yeah, man, log on to AsWeProceedSD.com right now. Not now, but right now.
and KCussBarbershop.com. Log on right now and set that appointment up, like I said before. So if you enjoy listening to this podcast as much as we love making it, because we do what we love and love what we do, and if you ain't being yourself, you know what I got to say about that. The jig is up, and we out.
Bro.
Call me Maya.
Yep.